Mindset, the will to sell, being coachable, being a good coach, being a goal setter, setting your goals. Well, I didn't mean to have comfortable discussing money on here, but that's important. And having a strong value proposition. So those are the main points.
I asked this question to myself, that should my goals always be aligned by an objective rather?
I had to set my own goals because sometimes what the company wanted or management, I'll take those goals, I'll take them. You want, 5 conversations a day or what have you, or you want me to go through so many leads, I'll do that. But I was more motivated and inspired by my own goals. I want to have a great conversation. I'm going to see how high I can go in a company today. Maybe I can speak to a CEO. If it's a smaller company, that's possible. It's very likely I could do that. So I would challenge myself to do those things because I didn't often have leadership that was so, smart to challenge me. They didn't know how to challenge me. If you have bosses and, leadership, just don't rely on them for your success. I mean, work with them for sure, but set your own thing. Think about what do you really need to do today or this week or before the end of the month that would really make a difference for your numbers, for your success, and listen to what you think, because you're probably right. You probably know exactly what you need to do.
Said be comfortable with the conversation about money, right? When is a good time to discuss about that? Should you wait till the customer asks, or we talk to them and at the end we talk to them about the money conversation? Thank you.
Yeah, I like to talk about things as soon as I can, especially if it's going to be an obstacle. So when you say the money conversation, when they say, well, what does it cost? I don't dodge the question. I don't hide from it. I want to, but I don't know enough yet. Early on in a conversation, I don't know what it will cost because I offer services. So I don't have a flat price. If I did, I'd put it on my website, and people want that. People want to see what you charge, even though they don't fully understand how you deliver it and everything. So the best I can do is give them a range. It could be as low as $500. It could be $50,000. It depends on these components. What I think where people go wrong is that they still make it vague. Like they say, well, it could be $1,000 or $100,000, and it just depends. But instead, I would say it ranges, from a low of this to it could be as high as this. And that depends on how many people, like when we evaluate sales teams, the pricing depends on how many people there are, how many roles that they're in, what's the reporting structure like. So we need to look at an org chart. And once they provide some of those things, whether anyone does more than one role, are they a player coach, all those things factor in. And then how we'll deliver the information. Do you want us to talk individually with each person, or do you want a high level overview? Once you can tell me all those things, then I can give you a firm price, but I'm very clear about what it is. And it's not just magic, like, oh, it's all these different things. And that's where I think people go wrong. Give them specifics. I need to know these 3 things. Once we do, and we'll know that as we talk further, then I can give you some more firm pricing.
So what did you do differently from the rest of the, I'm sure there must have been a huge team, and what did you do differently from them?
Yeah, so at the time of my the biggest success, I would end up probably in the top 10 because this company did huge volume. I was always in the top 10, but I never was number one. And that's because I was a single parent. So I left the office at 4:30, 5 o'clock every day. And other people stayed. I worked with a lot of guys who had wives at home taking care of their kids. And they worked round the clock. They worked all the time. They came in early, they left late. I never did that because I had other responsibilities. So I think the biggest thing is that I stayed focused, and I had to, because if I didn't, I didn't have time to goof up and fix it later. I had to be as focused as possible.
Right. I think women bring a lot of that to the table because we don't have a choice. Even women who are not single parents, we have a lot of responsibility at home and a lot more domestic jobs to take care of. So I do feel that we do not, waste time on the unnecessary stuff which goes on in office.
I like to listen and then respond, whereas some of my male counterparts will just shout out, "Oh no, we can't do that," or blah, 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 and they get loud, and the loud voices are the ones that people go, "Oh, he must know something because he's so loud about it." But over time, you learn that being loud doesn't mean that you're right. But you do need to speak up and share your thoughts, even if it's after the meeting.
That's right.
Even if it's in an email to everybody about, I've been thinking about what we talked about, and I wanted to share this idea. So it's never too late, even if you don't get to do it right in the room.
Tips for the new sales enthusiastic people.
One of the hardest things in sales is that there are a lot of us that are more creative and less structured. And if you have structure, you have a systems background, and you put that into place in sales, I mean, you can double, triple, quadruple your success.